And a lot of people hitting the skies to travel for Thanksgiving, so I wanted to start off with an overview of what's going on across the country. Dallas Love Airport right now does have a 45-minute delay due to thunderstorms, and they are currently de-icing planes in Salt Lake City, Detroit, and in Cleveland. However, don't see any delays due to that, but we'll keep our eyes on that as we head forward, not only just today, but through the week. It's one of my favorite graphics to show. Stunning sunset over Coronado right now as we look from POEs. Temperatures right now blanketed in 60s across the county. A few 50s in Del Mar, as well as our mountain communities, and then 70s out in the desert. 72 and sunny in Borrego Springs right now. A couple degrees cooler compared to yesterday at this time, but overall pretty comparable to the nice day we had yesterday. All right, along our coast, we may see some of those marine layer clouds rolling. Then they'll be fairly patchy as we head into the overnight hours, with temperatures tomorrow morning waking up in the 50s. Inland neighborhoods, not really expecting to see those marine layer clouds, so temperatures are going to drop a lot faster. In fact, by 9 p.m. we're already in the 40s, and we're waking up tomorrow morning in the low to mid 40s. But Ramona, you may be one of those spots that does cool into the 30s by tomorrow morning. All right, we're talking about SDFC tonight. They're taking on Minnesota in the semifinals. It is going to be fairly cool. We are looking at mid to upper 50s throughout the entire game, about 59 degrees at kickoff with clear skies. Temperatures tomorrow, even warmer. We're going to start to see those winds turn offshore. Some mild Santa Ana winds expected this week. Still in the 60s in Del Mar, but a lot more 70s along our coast. 72 in Oceanside, 71 downtown, and pretty close to 80 for many inland neighborhoods. Escondido, Poway, and El Cajon. 77 in Fallbrook. Low to mid 60s in the mountains besides Mount Laguna. A little bit cooler, 58 degrees. 70s in the deserts. Also near 80 in Santee and in Ramona. A couple other cool spots along our coast include La Jolla and Mission Beach. So big picture, we have high pressure building. That's that warmer air. The winds are going to turn offshore. This is going to be a fairly mild Santa Ana wind again. And with the record rainfall that we've seen recently, that's really going to help mitigate the fire concerns. But of course, you just always want to be fire safe. There are a few storm systems making their way across the country and another one on the way. That one, though, will not impact us. All right, let's look at the wind. So the winds are going to be turning offshore as we get into tomorrow. This is not going to be a very widespread wind event, but mostly in our foothill and mountain areas, we could actually see occasional gusts reach the 15 corridor, even though our model's not showing that. This is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. So the winds start to turn offshore tomorrow. They peak on Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be the gustiest day, and we're looking at winds anywhere from about 20 to maybe up to 35 miles per hour. So breezy to gusty, not strong winds coming through the county. It's also going to be a lot drier. But that may change by this weekend. As everybody's coming home, there's a slight chance for showers Sunday and Monday, maybe as early as Saturday night. There's a lot of uncertainty with this next storm system coming in. I'm going to be pinpointing more on that in our next half hour. Temperatures along our coast, we are warming into the mid-70s Wednesday and for Thanksgiving, and then cooling off this weekend pretty drastically back to the low to mid-60s with that chance for rain Sunday and Monday. For the inland neighborhoods, we are soaring into the 80s, mid-80s by Wednesday, almost as warm for Thanksgiving, 70s by Friday, and then also cooling back into the 60s this weekend. So really warm conditions all this week. The mountains, you'll also notice those breezy winds the next couple of days with 60s in the forecast through the end of the work week. Well, Friday at least, Black Friday, and then 50s and even 40s. We may even see some high elevation snow with this next storm. And the desert's beautiful all this week, close to 80 Wednesday and Thursday.